If you've been online the past few weeks, I don't know, some time frame, you will have probably noticed that gaming companies have been doing so many stupid things recently. It makes me want to eat a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. This is kind of going to be some kind of long ramble rant type video, so just bear with me. There's something going down in the gaming industry, and let's just run down some of the stupid things that have happened recently. So first up, there's the whole Sony and Helldivers 2 situation a while back. Helldivers 2 is definitely one of the big boys of 2024. I personally have not played the game. I don't know, I just don't feel like buying it, but I've seen all the stuff online of millions of people loving it, playing it. The community is like super tightly woven together and they love killing bugs and robots. Then like Sony comes in with their PlayStation Network shit requiring you to have an account in order to play the game, which would be fine if that was available to do in like every country, which it isn't. And so by doing that, Sony just completely alienates and makes the game literally physically unplayable for millions of people across the world that had bought this game and had been playing it for months. Thankfully, the amount of boycotting and review bombing got them to revert that change, so you don't need the PlayStation Network account to play the game anymore. But correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if you can purchase it still in those countries where PlayStation Network isn't a thing yet. I'm not too positive, but from the looks of it, Sony just kind of backpedaled like a tiny bit, because they still seem to intend on making everybody use their PlayStation Network account for their PC games. So yeah, there's that whole Helldivers shit. That was really bad. Then that kind of leads into Ghost of Tsushima. God, I can't talk today, but yeah, that game is getting a PC port, and Sony's making you use your PlayStation Network account for that. They didn't really seem to learn their lesson, because they still really want you to use their stupid PlayStation crap. So for all those countries that were affected by Helldivers, if they really wanted to play a PC port of Ghost of Tsushima, they can't, because Sony's being a penis head. So yeah, all that PlayStation Network account shit's really stupid, and like, come on, why are you doing that after years of completely fine and awesome PC ports of your Sony games? It's stupid. I don't know. Let's talk about Microsoft and Xbox, because they're kind of the big dumb idiots of the town right now. So yeah, if you didn't know, basically, sometime last week, earlier this week, I don't know, whenever I'm recording this, some of the studios that Microsoft had purchased in order to make some nice games for Xbox, they just completely said bye and nuked them. One of those companies that went bye-bye was Tango Gameworks. And if you don't know, they were the company behind Hi-Fi Rush, which released last year. Although, you know, wasn't this huge, big mega game. It reviewed and scored and whatnot super well. It was very critically acclaimed. Yeah, everyone loved it. It was a really good game, a really good exclusive to have under your belt for Microsoft. You know, fucking awesome. All right, let's see where it goes next. So yeah, Microsoft thinks it's really cool to buy studios, close them down, and then buy more studios and close them down. They just keep closing things down. Speaking of stupidity, we got my arch nemesis EA. I don't like EA. Their business practices suck. And this is a smaller kind of bullet point on my list, but I don't know, it's reported that EA is considering adding advertisement into their AAA, you know, big boy games. And it's just like, come on, EA. Everybody already hates you. You make a lot of money. I don't know what you're planning, but don't do that. It just has me thinking, what if a couple years from now I boot up the next Star Wars Jedi game, and then fucking every time I die to a difficult boss, it's just an ad. There's just an advertisement.
You have failed me, Inquisitor.
Avengers!
Whopper. It's like, dude, I don't want to see that happen. Because goddamn, they already ruined Plants vs. Zombies 2 with all that shit. It just kind of makes me mad seeing that. One of the biggest points here, I don't know why I didn't talk about this first, but regarding the PS5, got no games. Like, I don't know how they could let this happen. One major company kind of left out of this little sizzle reel is Nintendo, but that's because thankfully they haven't really done anything super stupid recently. Yeah, there's that whole thing with them making Gmod take down like 20 years worth of Nintendo shit, but like, yeah, that's really annoying and stupid, and why'd why are you doing this right now? Is that really that important? But like, they're a business, they're not gonna be perfect, but like, compared to Sony and Microsoft, like, holy shit. They are doing leagues better, gallons better. I don't want to come across as some negative Nancy or doom posting dude, but genuinely, all of this stuff just really concerns me. The future of PlayStation will probably be fine. I mean, Sony does some stupid things here and there, but I mean, they make money, they make their consoles, whatever. But Xbox is just really taking shit after shit. The only thing they really have going for them is Game Pass. With all these acquisitions they've made, feels like half of them has just been shut down after like a year. So what was the point of acquiring that studio? Because they don't really do shit. You blow them up. Why are you doing that? Why? And if you're someone who's looking to get into the gaming industry, like, I don't know, your dream job is to work at one of these companies, why would you even consider that now? Imagine the folks at Tango Gameworks. I mean, they had been making games for years. They made Hi-Fi Rush, an awesome and cool Xbox exclusive that won awards and shit and everyone loved. And they still get shut down just so Microsoft can, I don't know, save a pretty penny. Seeing all that, why would you ever want to get into this industry and make a career out of it? If it were me, I wouldn't. Not to let my biases show too much, but Nintendo really feels like the only company out there right now that really understands how to be a video game company. Yes, they might re-release Skyward Sword for $60, but how about thousands of people losing their jobs with little to no warning? Which one sounds worse? They're the only company out of the big three that understands shoving your console with more terashits per megafarts in order to render 3 million polygons of Kratos' ass cheeks doesn't matter. What matters is making your game fun and awesome to play, and they excel at that 9.8 times out of 10. I mean, have you seen the sales charts for the Switch and its monster first-party lineup? It is insane, and it just blows Microsoft and Sony out of the water. Even if you don't care about Nintendo and their games, you gotta admit, they're doing shit right. That's also why indie games are as popular as ever. Look at the Steam charts. Indies rule that shit. You don't need millions of dollars and overworked, crunched employees to make a game that is fun to play. There are just so many things wrong with the games industry today that I feel like we're going to reach a boiling point soon. And you could say we already are, considering just how many of those mass layoffs and studio closures have happened the past few months or so. It's disheartening and depressing. These are real people whose lives have been permanently affected all because some fat CEO wants to see some short-term growth on their cool line graph that's made in neon red. All in all, I don't know, man. It's just really sad to like wake up every morning and just read, new studio closed, huh? People pissed at company A. Even though this type of stuff rarely seems to work out, I mean, if you really don't want to support these bad business practices, maybe boycott them or something. Those rarely work out, but hey, maybe something will happen. I don't know, point of this video, I just kind of wanted to rant about this stuff for a little bit. It's not much of a point, but hey, if you enjoyed it, cool, thanks. Anyway, I think that's about all my thoughts. I'm sure there's more I could talk about if I thought about it more, but go ahead and cut myself off here. Leave a comment if you want, and spend your money wisely. Who knows, it may have an effect eventually.